This video is all about color. We're going to show you how you can use your color preference settings to modify your chart designs to look the way you'd like them to look. I already have my IO edition open. I'm going to go to the title. I'm going to select Preferences. As you can see, I've already selected the color tab. If you're not on it, just click it. And we're going to open a chart design so that we can look at the changes that we make as we go. I'm going to go up to Designs. I'm going to select Aspects and Houses. Now at the top of each design page there are 5 buttons. Each of those 5 buttons is a separate design preset. You can modify these, we're going to show you how in this video, so that they are showing the way you'd like them to show. Now first and most important is that in the color preferences before you begin work you need to make sure that the color sets are the same selected as the color design tabs on your buttons on your design. So here we have the second one selected here. We make sure we have the second one selected on the color sets so that we're working on that preset. Now you can modify the page backgrounds by clicking on it. You can modify the chart lines colors, and actually it'll modify the lines of all your graphs and everything else. And you can modify individual portions of the text. Planetary glyphs, aspect glyphs, and other features that show within your chart. So let's begin. Again, let's make sure that we have the same design button selected here and here. And very, very important, if you're going to design to print, you probably don't want a solid background like this. You'd use up printer cartridges faster than you can imagine. You probably want to design 1 or 2 of these buttons, or maybe just 1 for printed charts. The others can be designed so that they display on screen with full color backgrounds. So again, we're selecting number 2. Number 2. Let's play around. I'm going to be very bold with my colors. You can manipulate your colors the way you choose. So I'm going to click on Page. You see it's highlighted. And I'm going to select a color from the color palette. Important to note, black would be here on the far left of this top banner, and white is here, and then all the colors in between. So let's pick a color. Let's try something in the blue range. A little too green. Let's go back down a little bit over. Alright, there's a light blue background. Again, I'm going to pick some ugly colors. You can do much better. Experiment. So we have the background color selected, and I'll open another design that we're going to use so that we can see other changes that it makes. Okay, so as you see, I just opened another design, but it's on selection 1, which is black and white at this point. But when I clicked 2, you see that I have the same color background. The reason I'm showing this one is because when it comes to the chart, click on that, make sure it's highlighted. I'm going to select a color for the lines on this background. So let's go a complementary color. Let's go a green. A little darker yet. A little darker yet. You can see that not only did the chart wheel colors change, or are they changing, but so are all the lines around the information boxes, if you have them framed, and the lines around the graphs and other displays. So these are ugly. You can do better, as I keep saying, but we'll leave it as this because I'm just showing you how to achieve this. Then we can next go to text. In text, you select the item that you want to change colors of. Let's do Mercury. You see let's do Mars. Mars is blue. Mars should actually probably be a red if I'm correct. So in the list we find Mars, click on it, and let's turn Mars red. Now watch on the chart. You see Mars is blue right now. Mars is now red. This is true of any of the glyphs. Any glyphs that you can put on your chart, you can modify the colors. The node. Let's look at the node. There's the node. I'm highlighting it. You see it's boxed, so it's highlighted. And you see it on this chart, and it's also on this chart wheel. So we'll click, what color should we do? Let's click black. And the node turns black. Let's do something in yellow. That color doesn't work, and that's something you can play with as you go. But we'll select a color. Let's do it blue. And again, just select the glyph that you want to change the color of. Select the color, move on to the next one. And that's really all there is to it. Now, this button will always, until you change it, this button, for any design that you pull up, I'll show you in a moment. Let's pull up another design. Let's pull up another data page. Data Deluxe. Very similar. Let's try something else. Designs, compound charts, by wheel. But again, you see anything selected on the second button now will display as you have left it. It's that simple. You can play with the colors, you can modify the colors as often as you want, but each button then will have a different preset. Let's have some more fun. Let's go to the fifth button, or first button, and make sure again that we have the first button selected here. And let's change our black background into a blue background. Whoops, you see the mistake I made? I'm on text. I didn't change my highlight to what I want to change. So let's make that something we can see against this background. There it is. The node is green again. So now we'll change the page color, and we'll go from black to a blue. And just click on the colors and work your way up and down across to get the exact colors that you want, and then you stop and you're all set. So it is really a very simple task to do this. And again, I'm going to go back so I make sure that I'm on the right one for each of them, and I'm going to click black to return it to the color that I had at the beginning, and there we have it. I hope this is clear to you, and enjoy creating your own backgrounds, your own color sets, and it's another feature of the software that makes it fun to use. Thank you very much.